Hello? Oh, hi, Mom. Yeah. Yeah, I'm almost all packed. I told you a million times why I can't live at home. We agreed that when I was 25, I could move out and lead a life of my own and have a place of my own. What's wrong with this apartment? If you had an hour to kill, I could tell you. How am I supposed to know if there's any young doctors in the building? Well, of course I care about getting married, but does it have to be to a doctor, and does it have to be this week? 25 is not old, Mom. Yeah, I'll keep an open mind. When I'm getting engaged, I'll let you know. Uh-huh. Yes. Mom, there's someone at the door. It must be the person who is taking over when I move. Mom, he's like 45. Okay, yeah, I'm getting enough sleep. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Okay, love you, bye.
I'm sorry I'm late. I was supposed to be here at 4, but I got on the wrong train at Times Square.
Oh, is it 4 already? I haven't decided how to pack my guppies yet. Don't worry, babies, I won't leave you behind.
Yes, I hurried as fast as I could, because I simply must have this apartment. If I don't move by the 15th of the month, I shall be put out on the street. Oh, what's today?
Today's the 13th.
Oh, dear. It's not myself I'm worried about. You understand? I don't mind being put out on the street. But it's Joseph. He's my parakeet. He will perish. Parakeets are not accustomed to severe changes of temperature.
Well, I'm sorry I couldn't let you know before. Just so many people have answered my ad. Let's see. First came a couple named Hill. They've been waiting a whole year for an apartment to become available in this building. They said they'd call me back, but I was surprised I never heard back from them. Anyway, next came an artist. He said he needed a place with northern lights. Imagine. For $70 a month, he expected an aurora borealis. Anyway, next came a Mr. Lulin, I think. Anyway, I don't really remember what he... Oh, yeah, it's you. I am so sorry.
Yes, it's me. Me. Although I really don't feel like the same person I was a few weeks ago. If there is one thing I cannot bear, it is uncertainty. It is uncertainty or uncertitude. Anyway, I cannot bear not knowing where I shall sleep next week. Oh, you are my last hope, miss.
Just Lydia.
Oh, please, just Lydia. Is this apartment definitely mine?
I guess so, if you really want it.
Oh, I do. In fact, I cannot understand why you don't want it.
Well, I have to warn you, there are several inconveniences, like the night visitors.
What do you mean? Prowlers?
Sort of. Roaches, to be exact.
Oh, are you sure?
Oh, my dear man, I have become an expert on their sex life and tribal customs. Did you know that there are 3 distinct species in this very house? Well, you can recognize the German ones.
Oh, couldn't the landlady call an exterminator?
Yes, Sir Principal.
Oh, well, they are very small. I suppose it could be worse.
We have rats, too.
Ah!
Are you okay?
Oh, just a slight nosebleed. Oh, I get them from time to time under stress.
That reminds me, the pilot light on the stove keeps going off and you have to take special care not to be asphyxiated.
I see. How often?
Every time you light the oven.
Oh, well, if that's all.
Oh, but that's not all. The bathroom sink is stopped up, the refrigerator stops working, and... Oh, if the steam doesn't come up in the morning, just take the spoon, bang it on the pipe for about a half an hour, then I'll usually wake up the janitor and he's on. But if you still want it, you're welcome to it.
Oh, I am just so grateful to have a roof over my head. Oh.
I'll get a receipt right away. Oh, that must be Miss Goldstein, the landlady. Here to sign the papers.
Oh, my pies, my feet, my shoes are too tight, but you can buy me new ones.
How do you do? I'm Mr.
Are you Mr. Hill?
No. Llewellyn is the name. Descended from Llewellyn, Prince of Wales in the 12th century. The one who suffered from paralysis.
Don't give me no Prince of Wales, Prince of Sheffield. What type of work do you do? That's what I want to know.
I guess you could call it administrative work.
Well, I don't know what it means exactly, but I can sure tell you can pay up your rent.
How shall I word it? About me taking over the apartment.
I don't know why this child wants to give up a perfectly good 2 years. These young people today have no sense of responsibility, you know?
I, the undersigned, do hereby agree. Does that sound legal?
What? Hold your shirt, Mr. Luna. I'm not so sure you'll be the one getting this apartment. Besides, who told you you could have it? My dear man, this is a muy grande, big city. You're not the only fish in the sea, you know?
You can't change your mind now. I already offered her. I gave her a full month's rent in advance.
You did what? A full month's rent? Are you moving on the 15th? Ay, horrible. No. You must make her give it back. Make her give it back. Some people think of nothing but how they can rub others. Ay.
But if I make her give it back, then I might not get the apartment.
I'm coming.
Remember me? I'm Mr. Hill, and this is my wife. We're ready to sign the papers.
But what are you doing here? You said you'd call, but you never did.
Oh, yes, we did. We called the landlady. God bless her.
But you said you'd call me. Miss Goldfine told me to get another tenant, so when you didn't call back, I found someone else. Mr. Llewellyn.
How do you do? I knew it. I knew something like this would happen.
Why did you tell them they had the apartment when I already told you I had someone else?
My dear, I happen to be a businesswoman, which definitely you are not. How could I be sure you had someone to take over? Or what if you had forgotten? I will lose perhaps a full month's rent. Think of it.
You doubted for 1 second that you would find someone who needed an apartment in New York City? But there's always more people than places for them. It's like a gigantic game of musical chairs. You're just about to sit down when someone pulls the chair out from under you, and off you go again. Always more people than places for them.
And some people always get left out. Out in the street. That's where I shall have to stay. Oh, what shall I do when it rains? Or snows?
Frankly, you might as well face it sooner or later. Nobody cares. I mean, we all have ourselves to worry about. You think you've got a sad case? I have the responsibility of 2.5. Me, my wife, and in 6 weeks.
Congratulations, Mr. Hill. Definitely, I live with those small children.
I knew the situation would become difficult. I knew it.
I thought I could do without the northern life for the time being. I have the house apartment. I've hunted every borough and burrowed every hunt. Nothing else fits my price range. Where are the papers I need to sign?
Hey, cool it, Jack. There's a couple of people who happen to get here first.
Ah, but they could not be as desperate as I am. My roommate went out to Hollywood to make westerns. Omelets. Not movies. I've lost my job and I can't pay the entire rent myself. I haven't eaten in 2 days. Or sold a painting in months. If I do not find a less expensive place to live in by the end of the week, I'll starve to death. And that's all there is to it.
Why don't you go into something that pays better, like engineering?
Because I'm an artist. I've always had a certain talent for the communication of qualities and quantities. It all started when I was 5 years old, and I smeared streaks of paint upon the canvas. Sizzling red, orange, incandescent gold. The kindergarten teacher asked, "What is this?" And I said, "It's fire, miss!" And I've been an artist.
Well, if you're gonna be stubborn about it, you deserve to starve to death. Who needs pictures? Take me, for instance. I thought I'd go into something there was always a steady demand for. Now you say clothing, food, shelter. Nonsense. One thing that's always in people that never goes away. And that's fear. Fear of growing old, fear of fires, floods, accidents, fear of anything that's unforeseen. That's why I decided I would sell insurance. I represent the Fair and Square Insurance Company. My card?
No, thank you. I thrive on the unforeseen. I, in fact, enjoy the possibility of being constantly surprised. The only security in life is death, with which I carry with me in capsule form. Which I shall take if I do not get this apartment immediately.
Oh dear, we mustn't let him kill himself. He's so young and so handsome. Let's let him have the apartment, dear. He needs it more than anybody.
Martha, in another minute you can start looking for one room in the house.
I'm sorry, dear, but I
That's the trouble. You always let your feelings tell you what to do. You have to remember, in this world, it's like a jungle. You have to be tough.
Yeah!
That's better.
Yeah!
All right, Martha, don't overdo it.
Oh, please don't take the cyanide. I have so many other pills you can take. Aspirin, Emprin, Bufferin, Dramamine. Just listen to the soothing sound of their names. It's like a modern incantation against evil spirits. Aspirin, Emprin, Bufferin, Dramamine.
Cyanide, the tranquilizer, to end on tranquilizer.
Oh, don't!
For heaven's sake, woman, don't shout like that. You practically made me swallow the stuff.
Look, buddy, if you really want to end it all, I mean, who are we to stand in your way? Live and let live, that's my motto. Or live and let die, as case may be.
Say, I have an idea. We did this another time in a similar situation. We have cut the pieces of paper and put them in hats. And whoever got the longest or the shortest, I forget which, won the apartment. Isn't that democratic?
No, that's Are you crazy?
Quiet, everybody. You haven't heard my good news. There's another apartment on the second floor of this building, which used to be occupied by a rather eccentric gentleman named Mr. Huntington. Now, Mr. Huntington was sick and bed in years, and I could never raise the rent. Anyway, Mr. Huntington has gone.
Oh, he did? Oh, I knew him. He was a good man.
God bless his soul.
Did he have much pain?
Martha, what does that have to do with it? There's another vacant apartment. Let me handle this, dear.
Well, it is not exactly vacant yet. You see, Mr. Huntington's sister has paid her rent through next month. She was very devoted to her brother, but has not had the heart to come and pick up his things.
I think I might know what would clear the apartment up.
Yes?
Simply tell the other tenants you've been hearing strange noises, creaks and groans, opening doors, and wailing ghosts. Then I believe the apartment will become available immediately.
Well, we've decided we'll take the apartment with all those creaky moans and groans and whatnot. It'll be better than living with my mother-in-law like we are now.
You're getting quite the bargain, you know. But since the poor sick man was unable to do anything since 1974, the place is slightly dirty, and you would have to redecorate it. If not, you might keep it.
You mean you won't have it painted?
Oh, no, no, no. All my tenants do their own decorating. If you don't like it, my dear man, there are others who will. Choosers can't be beggars.
We'll redecorate since the rent is so low.
I feel as if we're being taken. But I suppose we'll have to agree to that offer to get this all over with.
Good. Then it's settled.
There's only one difficulty. I've already commented that to Mr. and Mrs. Sanchez.
Oh,
Are
no.
you serious?
The people on the top floor of this building have a beautiful apartment, 5 lovely rooms, but they've been complaining how they have to climb up all those stairs. I told them as soon as the apartment is available downstairs, I will let them know. Say, Mr. Hill, maybe you would like their apartment.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm not having my wife dragging a baby carriage up all those flights of stairs.
Well, Mr. Lulin?
I really have no use for 5 bedrooms.
I can barely afford one room.
Oh, my head. I have a splitting headache. I've not been feeling good. The doctor says my nerves. I have so many expenses, I can't begin to tell you. Oh, dear. I think I'll take one of those aspirins you mentioned.
Oh, certainly. Anybody else?
Yes, please.
Oh, if you don't mind, dear.
Just one, thank you. Oh, please, don't get up. I'll go to the kitchen and get some water. I don't like to be a nuisance to anybody or put anyone into any inconvenience.
never seen a more stupid woman in all my life.
She's not stupid. She's always been wanting to be bribed.
Now, why did I think of that?
We wouldn't allow it. How much do you suppose she wants?
She's probably so clever, she'd forget who gave her the most money.
It's true.
No, here she comes. Go.
Here's a nice cold water. Now maybe we'll all be all better. It's too bad you don't have a little snack or something, my dear, to send your guests.
Guests? I didn't invite all these people.
Well, sometimes the best hot parties happen spontaneously when people just drop in.
There are still guests missing. What about Mrs. Sanchez on the top floor? Why don't we invite her to share aspirins with us?
That's a sweet idea. But oh, my feet ache and I can never make it up those stairs by myself.
Oh, well, she's my wife. She needs the exercise for her natural childbirth training.
Hey, wait for me.
Let me help you pack.
I only have to wrap these pictures. I don't want any of them to get broken.
Do you really think anyone would notice if they were broken?
Don't you like it?
No.
Why not?
They make no statement. They have no individuality. They make no commitment. They are there to simply please, to fit in and conform.
And who is your favorite artist?
Well, I am.
Oh, you're conceited.
No, I just have good taste.
I thought you said you'd help me pack.
Say, where are you going when you leave here?
Another apartment.
Nice.
Yes.
Large.
Very.
Good neighborhood.
Lovely.
Must cost a fortune.
No, it was a steal. A friend told me about it who knows a linotype operator for the New York Times. He told me just before the apartment to let ad was set in type.
Does it have a northern light?
Why, yes, as a matter of fact, I believe it does.
Ah!
What?
Nothing, I was just thinking.
Can you hand me that pillow?
Certainly. You're going to be living in this apartment all by yourself, right?
I beg your pardon?
I mean, you don't have a roommate, do you?
Oh, no. For the sort of work I do, I need complete silence.
And what sort of work is that?
I write for a magazine.
I see. A career girl.
No, not exactly.
I don't see why not. You've got a career and you're obviously not married.
Yeah, but I've always thought of a career girl as someone who'd rather have a career than anything else. I, on the other hand, have no objection to getting married.
Good. Then why don't you marry me?
You're not serious.
I was never more serious.
But we don't even know each other.
So what? There's hundreds of couples in New York City that don't even know each other.
For another thing, you're an artist. That means you have absolutely no money.
My dear girl, where's your spirit of adventure? Right now, I am unknown. Unknown and unemployed. But the fact is, the possibilities ahead are infinite. You have to be willing to take chances.
I'm sorry, but that to me doesn't sound like the basis of a stable marriage.
There you go, searching for stability. My dear fiancé. By the way, what is your name?
Lydia. Oh, hey.
Lydia. You must realize that no marriage is stable. Can you ever completely depend on somebody else? Of course not. Marriage is a gamble. So why not gamble on me?
Perhaps because I'm not in love with you.
I could come later. We already have the most important requisite.
Oh, which is what?
An apartment! We are probably the only couple in New York City that did things in the right order. First, an apartment, then after the lease is signed, we have plenty of time to fall in love.
You make it sound so simple.
Try it and see.
How?
Well, I guess I decided to live after all.
It's okay, but we're in love.
So soon? It can't be. How could you be so sure?
So what if they're in love? I couldn't care less.
Well, where is Mrs. Sanchez?
She said she has to consult her husband. Why does everything have to be so involved?
I'll have to let you know. Can you tell me next?
No, we will not call you. We've been waiting an entire year for an apartment in this building, and we're not leaving today without one. Either this one or that one.
The problem as I see it is how will we decide who gets what apartment?
I know. I shall consult the stars.
Oh, you have contacts in television?
No, my dear. I am an astrologist.
Ah,
Oh dear, I forgot my astrology book.
Mom, don't make a scene. Remember you.
Oh, that's right. I'm late for my natural childbirth class. You must forgive me. Oh, such a pity. I have to leave before everything's settled. Goodbye, dear.
Allow me to apologize for my wife. She's been in a rather nervous state lately.
Any state she was in would seem nervous.
Hello? Yes. Yeah. Oh, it's Miss Sanchez. It's for you, Miss Goldfine. She says she can't come down now because her baby is crying, but she talked to her husband, and they decided to tell you their answer.
Yes? Hello. Gee, it's a lovely day. It's going to rain. Maybe not. Nothing for sure, Miss Sanchez. And what did he say? She says they like the place very, very much. It's big and clean and has lots of closets. But it's too high to walk. Exactly. I told you you could have Mr. Huntington's place. She says it's $7 a month cheaper to move downstairs. At $7, Miss Sanchez, you wouldn't sneeze. She says they have so much furniture, they don't know what to do in a smaller apartment. Sell it, darling. Don't be a fool. She says they would have to fix up the place so much they wouldn't save any money. Anyway,
Give me that! Miss Sanchez, are you or are you not going to want Mr. Hannington's apartment? Thank you. Goodbye. She has decided she does not want the apartment.
then you're the lucky couple, Mr. Hill.
Oh, put that in writing.
Some people are so suspicious, they never have faith in other people. They never rely on a person's worthiness.
When apartment 3A becomes available, I promise to rent it out to Mr. and Mrs. Hill. Now sign it. I'll be a witness.
Thank you! Whichever one of you fellas turns out to be my neighbor, I hope you'll come by and visit us soon and see our new baby. Well, good luck to you all. You better take my car just in case. In case you need my services. Life insurance, car insurance, auto insurance, everything. It covers it all. You know, in this world, it's nice to know you have something you can depend on. Protect yourself with every care, with fair and square.
Well, that still leaves two of us. And this one apartment. I suppose we could fight a duel. But then one of us might lose, and that would be dreadful.
The solution is simple. I shall propose marriage to this young lady, and if she accepts, we shall live in the apartment she has already chosen. I realize it's an impulsive step for you to take, but in times like these, my dear, you must be quick about your decisions. Who knows what the future will bring? Turn on the love.
Yes, but once the love is turned on, what do you live on?
I forgot to tell you. I have another PhD. At the moment, it gives me no job but teaching. And I never shall make a fat of money as a teacher. Perhaps I shall keep on painting and trying to sell them. Or perhaps I shall be outlanding success. Or perhaps not. But I do know that I will love you as long as I possibly can. Are you ready to face life as an unknown quantity? And marry me. And together we will face the unknown.
This is completely ridiculous and extremely precarious, and I have no idea how in the world we're going to manage. I accept.
Of course you do.
Good. Then this apartment is once again mine. All we have to do is sign the lease. Oh. You have restored me to a sense of...
Come on in. You're just in time. You can start with that chair up there. You can take this mirror section.
Such as they are.
Do the same in front. Oh, that reminds me, I have to make a phone call. Excuse me.
Sorry, my dear.
Hello? Oh, hi, Mom. Are you standing up? Okay, sit down. Are you sitting down? Okay, I have great news. I'm getting married. Mom? Mom, Oh, I don't know. We haven't set a date yet. Sometime next week or maybe tomorrow. No, I don't know. I'm in love and I want to get married as soon as possible. Oh, you'll love him when you meet him. He's the greatest guy. He's an artist. An artist. He paints pictures. No, we don't intend to eat the pictures. Yeah, we'll talk tomorrow at dinner. You can make anything. He's really hungry. Yeah, thanks. I know we're going to be really happy. Okay, now you take a deep breath and I'll call you later. Okay, love you, Mom. Bye. The worst is over.
Excuse me, is this it?
Yes. Goodbye, Mr. Lewin, and good luck.
Oh, I hope the future brings you exactly what you expect.
Well, it has to, because all you can expect is the unexpected.
Well, it's not the most luxurious apartment in the world, but there's nothing like a roof over one's head to give one a sense of security.